Wow, today's show is packed. We're going to be listening to some teenagers that would share their experience on peer group influence. We also have an ongoing conversation about photography as a skill or a talent. Now, if it's a skill, it's something you can acquire over time through practice. And if it's a talent, then it's a natural ability within you. Whichever one it is, it's good to go. And that's our focus on young leaders spot. Don't forget, we still have the Global Opportunities segment for you. If you've not followed us on our social media handles, please do so right now. Hello and welcome to the Teenz Global Show. I am Ijoma TGF, the exciting host for today.
Peer group influence are those characters or behavior that our friends put into us. Most times it could be good or bad.
They are the good habits and the bad habits that your peers, your age mates insert in you that you have to perform or inhabit as a character.
A group of people of the same age in a group or society to socialize or teach one another on what to do or make others know or want about them.
Peer group influence are the good or bad habits that you can get from peer group and develop from peer group. Yes, peer group is important.
Yes, it's important because most times you learn things that you don't even learn from your friends. You can learn it through your friends.
Yes, it's important. You can socialize with them. You gain good things from them.
Yes, peer group is important.
It's actually very important because it helps, especially in socialization. It also helps in a negative way, which you inhabit negative attitudes and the right attitude as well.
It is important because it develops good characters, it develops good talents, and it helps to, it educates.
Peer group influence have good and bad influence. The good aspect of peer group is that in an age group, it's good. This I will say, I do wash plates at home. I want you to cultivate the habit of washing plates. But the bad influence of it is that, this I will say, anyway, I'm big, I'm of age, I have the right to myself. My parents don't need to control me like a dog or a puppy. Then you just influence others on your bad behavior.
My name is Shana.
My name is Amy Benjamin.
My name is King David.
My name is Fatima Muralaki.
My name is Valerie Vishnu and you're watching
Teenz Global Show.
And you're watching Teenz Global Show. Keep watching.
Keep watching.
Don't touch that dial.
I'm watching you. Subscribe.
Don't touch the dial.
Thank you.
This is the English Sense. Today we are learning about the different types of verbs. Let's start with the regular verb. A regular verb is a verb that has its past and past participle made by adding d or ed. For example, bake, baked, baked. Open, opened, opened. The irregular verb. The irregular verb is a verb in which the past tense is not formed by adding the usual ed ending. Example, begin, began, begun. Forget, forgot, forgotten. The linking verb. A linking verb acts as a link between two words. It connects or links a subject to a noun or an adjective. For example, the baby is happy about food. Students are excited about school. Intransitive verb. An intransitive verb does not need any object to complete itself and does not pass its action from the subject to an object. For example, John is climbing right now. Rita smiled repeatedly. The transitive verb. A transitive verb is a verb that needs an object to complete itself. It passes its action from a subject to an object. For example, John is climbing the tree. Rita gave her a blue bag. Finite verb. These are verbs that can change their form in accordance with the subject. It is limited by number, person, gender of the subject. Let's look at an example. King writes letters. They write letters. We have written letters. So here we can see the verb change in accordance with the subject in each of the sentence. Infinite verb. These are verbs that show an infinite action and is not limited by number, person, or turns of the subject. For example, Joy tries to sing. We try to sing. They try to sing. Let's also look at the difference between main verb and auxiliary verb. The main verb is also called the principal verb and it has meaning of its own, while an auxiliary verb does not have meaning of their own and are also called helping verb, as it helps the main verb in giving proper information to the reader. Example, we do drive safely. I have given the girl her books. This is the much we can take on English Sayings today, sending 2 examples of the main verb and auxiliary verb in a sentence construction. And send it to us using hashtag English Sayings at Teenz Global on our Instagram and YouTube channel. And remember to follow us on all social media handles at Teenz Global. For participation, sponsorship, and advert placement, reach out to us using the details on the screen.
My name is Shana.
My name is Amy Benjamin.
My name is King David.
My name is Fatima Moralaki.
My name is Valerie Vishne and you're watching
Teenz Global Show.
Teenz Global Show. Keep watching.
Keep watching.
Don't touch that dial.
I'm watching you. Subscribe.
Don't touch the dial.
Thank you.
On academics today, we are looking at drug abuse. Drug abuse is the use of illegal drugs or the use of prescription or over-the-counter drugs for purposes other than those for which they are meant to be used or in excessive amounts. Many drugs that are abused are also addictive despite negative consequences. Now, drug abuse can lead to health disorders, depression, anxiety, early aggressive behaviors, antisocial personality disorders. It affects body organs, the brain, and other traumatic and life-threatening experiences. Causes of drug abuse: anxiety disorders or depression, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, bipolar disorder, early drug use, lack of parental supervision, peer pressure, parental substance abuse, child abuse and neglect, poor family communication, and stress. Let's see the complications and impact of drug abuse in one's life. Drug abuse can cause brain damage, which can lead to memory loss, cancer, cardiac arrest, infectious diseases, legal, academic, work, and social problems, liver, lung, or kidney disease, malnutrition, psychological changes such as aggression, depression, hallucination, respiratory arrest, stroke, stupor or coma, and also withdrawal symptoms. Some symptoms of drug abuse include intoxication, deterioration of relationship, low school or work performance, craving for the drug and difficulty to quit, financial problems, mental illness, unfulfilled responsibilities, mood swings, and behavioral changes. Simple treatment of drug abuse include cognitive behavioral therapy, family therapy, medications by psychologists or medical doctors, motivational incentive, motivational interviewing, rehabilitation process, supervised withdrawal, and support group. It is important to note that before you take any medication or drugs, kindly confirm with your healthcare provider to avoid drug abuse and its complications. This is the much we can take on academics today, but always remember to say no to drug abuse.
Hashtag academics today at Teenz Global on Instagram and our YouTube channel. And you can also drop your comments. Remember to follow us on all social media pages at Teenz Global for participation, sponsorship, and advert placement. You can see the details on the screen and reach out to us.
My name is Sharon.
My name is Amy Benjamin.
My name is King David.
My name is Mary Moralaki.
My name is Valerie Vishne, and you're watching
Teenz Global Show.
Teenz Global Show. Keep watching.
Keep watching. Don't touch that dial. I'm watching you. Subscribe.
Don't touch the dial.
Thank you. Wow, welcome back. So we've learned so much from the Teens Time segment and other education resource content. Now, is photography a skill, a profession, or a talent? You'll find out more from our young leaders' spots.
My name is Obianaba Magdalene Osatofo Success. I'm a portrait photographer and freelancer.
My name is Agaba Anthony Agaba. I'm a photographer.
To me, photography had to do with recording visual imagery through lightning, using images to tell stories, different stories. It has to do with art.
I can tell you that photography is an art, using pictures to tell a story.
Now we see so many people who are not even a photographer. They go into different things by showcasing their career through photography. They use their phone through using different apps to project their skills to people to watch. They use, and photography is very useful to young people. It helps them to develop in terms of their talent, and also photography has helped a lot of organizations in terms of advertising, in terms of growing their business and all that. It's a very, very useful tips.
A lot has changed photography before photography of today, because I can tell you then people see photography as a very menial thing to do, but as of today, it's one of the big things you can find yourself doing. If you do photography today, I can tell you that yes, you're part of the lucky people.
Actually, we have more male in photography than females, but though we still have a lot of females who are into photography, who are doing well in photography. And there are so many challenges that female photographers are actually facing in the photography industry. Ladies come to studio and you want to photograph them, they'll be surprised that it's a lady that wants to handle the camera.
So when I started, let's say most people that whenever I say I learned photography from a woman, from the ladies, to say, sorry, a woman, to say, she was one that taught me, and today here I am doing very well.
I remember when I was trying to go into photography after my uni, my auntie told me that photography is not for female and it's not decent enough, you understand, and it's too rugged, all those kind of ideology, you know. But actually photography is fun, it's entertaining.
It's not just to go and start learning something because your parents want you to do something, or if you just want to engage yourself, or if you're looking forward to be like so person, somebody who's doing well, you want to be like that person. Most of the times I will tell you that it doesn't go well.
I started photography 2017. That was after my graduation. Probably I love taking pictures. Even while in lecture hall and everything, walking on the road, I take pictures a lot with my phones.
Photography is very, very pliable to do. Being that, you can do a whole lot of things with it. You can use photography as your as your main job, because you can use photography to earn a living.
People are thinking of going into photography. Photography is entertaining, is fun, but at the same time, it's frustrating. As a young people, if you want to go into photography, you must have passion for it. That is my advice. My advice is, if you don't have a passion for photography, don't even think about it.
First of all, in photography, you must have to be creative. And if you are creative, you can do a whole lot of things with photography. Photography just has to do with creativity. So basically, you must be creative before I think you can work fine with photography. And apparently, you must always follow the trend of what is going on, and also try to bring up your own things on board. Try to create your own style. I think that's majorly one of the skills I've found in photography.
If you have passion for photography, one of the first stages is acquiring your camera. I believe you won't want to be using your mobile phone to be taking amateur pictures. The first thing you do is to acquire your decent camera. That's a digital camera to take a perfect picture, to take a professional pictures. And after acquiring your camera, the next stage I will advise you to do is to learn. That is studying more about photography. When you are taking some pictures, you have to, as in compare, you have to look at other people's job. You have to study more about what you are doing. Photography is not something that you just study once and say you know everything about photography. Photography is very broad. It's very, very broad, and it's not something you know once. What you know today might expire tomorrow, so you have to keep learning. And after the other stage in photography is acquiring equipment. We have so many equipments in photography. You have to acquire the equipment that will work for you. As a matter of fact, photography equipment are very, very expensive. They are very, very expensive, but you have to go for the one that you can afford. But you are not stopping there. As long as you're going, you keep buying more equipment. You have to get your lighting equipment, like your speed lights, your tripod, your camera bag, the battery, more equipment. You need to acquire more equipment in photography. And the next stage you need to know about photography is creativity. You have to be creative in your work. Look at other people's job. Think about how they create that particular image.
My advice to the young people today of the present society we find ourselves, I will tell you that get something to do. It's not all about waiting for quick money. It's not all about there's this in thing in the youth, the young people today, that I want to make it big, I want to have it big. You have to be patient, you have to be loyal, and that's the only way you can achieve your dreams.
Women to actually support the female photographer. They should not be discriminating female photographer, that they should not look down on female photographer that they cannot actually deliver like the male photographer. The male photographers, they are good. Equally, the female photographer, they can also deliver. You understand?
That was a very exciting and enlightening time we had on our Young Leader Spots. Now remember to follow us on our social media handles at Teenz Global. Like us, follow us, subscribe on our YouTube channel, and also watch previous videos. The Teenz Global Show is a program for teenagers and young adults focused on contemporary issues such as life skills development, leadership, entrepreneurship, career, academics, personal and professional growth. We feature young leaders and their impacts. We talk about voters' rights and responsibilities. We also provide education resource content as well as informing you about global opportunities. And talking about global opportunities, let's see our top global opportunities for this week.
This is Global Opportunities. Today we're bringing you opportunities from all around the world for you to apply for. And we're starting with the Eisenhower Fellowship 2021 Africa Program for Regional Leaders Fighting Climate Change. It's a fully funded opportunity to the United States for this fellowship, and the deadline for application is March 15, 2021. You can see the link on the screen. Next is the Orange Knowledge Program 2021-2022 Scholarship for studies in the Netherlands. Apply for the short courses and also the master's program. The deadline for application is March 23rd, 2021. We also have the Technovation Girls Competition 2021 for global problem solvers to win a prize of $10,000 and a funded trip to San Francisco, USA. The link for this application is on the screen. Apply for the University of Geneva Excellence Masters Fellowship 2021 for studies in the Switzerland. It's a funded scholarship to study at the University of Geneva. The deadline for this application is March 15, 2021, and the link is on the screen. And finally, remember to take the Business Brand Management course on the Coursera platform. It's a free online course that's offered by the University of London Business School. And don't forget, you can reach out to us for guides or more details on these global opportunities. Remember to follow us on all social media handles at Teenz Global for participation, sponsorships, and advert placement. Reach out to us with the details on your screen. This is the much we have on global opportunities. Hello and welcome to the Teenz Global Show.
It's exciting, educating, informative, entertaining. It's the Teenz Global Show.
Every citizen is supposed to understand the aspect of constitution so that you're able to know when your rights are being trampled upon.
Nigerian practice of written constitution known as the relive was written in 1999.
With a global focus on young people's development, showcasing Teens Time series, Young Leaders Spot, English Sense, Academics Today, Voters Box, and Global Opportunities.
Education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world.
Most people are not informed. Through this program, information is...
Entrepreneur is someone who takes up challenge of owning a business in order to make profit.
They know you have this key, you have built up yourself to be an entrepreneur.
It's a must-watch for schools, homes, communities, companies, organizations, and all stakeholders. Follow us on social media at Teenz Global.
Well, this is all we have for this week. Remember, you can get tips on how to apply for these global opportunities from our pages. We also want to feature your works, your school, your business, your events, everything about you. So contact us today for sponsorship, participation, and advert placement. I am Ijoma TGF. See you same time, same station. Bye for now.